sanction by SWIFT? Which country has put sanction recently by SWIFT? Russia. Russia, correct. Russia has put sanction by SWIFT that you cannot do all these things. Okay. What we will do? What is money laundering? Let me open in front of you only. So I will also learn anything new. What is money laundering? Okay. Meanwhile, discussing financial asset today can be used without detection, illegal activity that produces. Okay, that's only I told you, illegal activity. Through criminal transformer, monetary process, criminal activity, okay, illegal sources. Correct. Same thing. What is sanctions? Sanctions in payment. Sanction check are performed to prevent transaction with entities that have been prohibited from engaging specific activities or transaction is imposed by region. Okay. High traffic due to okay, he's stuck in traffic. Fine. Okay, understood. Yeah. Okay, fine. So that is the case. We are using MT202 cover because money laundering and sanction violation when used for cover payment. Okay, that's the thing. Now, what is a Swift cover payment 202 cover? Yesterday only we have saw. When the originator bank and the beneficiary bank don't have correspondent relationship established, they must each involve their own correspondence bank in order to transfer the fund. Do you understand meaning of this? We have discussed so many times. If they're not having relationship with each other, we are sending payment through a correspondent. Sender's correspondent, receiver correspondent here. The middle one is Wells Fargo is sender, and the other one New York Mellon is receiver's correspondent. When we don't have direct relationship. Okay, yesterday we also to complete to complete. Okay, remember right? You guys remember right? What we discussed yesterday? To complete the fund transfer, two separate SWIFT messages are used. First, MT202 already we saw yesterday. Transfer is sent by the originator bank directly to the beneficiary bank, advising them to the details of the transfer of the customer. Okay. However, because these two banks don't have a correspondent relationship, however, because the two banks, the payment cannot be settled between them. Instead, both banks must be used to intermediary. Okay, it's again same sentence. Historically, MT202 General Financial Institution transfer message was used to instruct the intermediary correspondent financial institution to make necessary settlement of financial entry. No need of discussion because it is designed as bank to bank payment message. The MT202 has no information about the actual originator and beneficiary. Correct? This sentence anybody can tell me now. What is the meaning of this sentence? Last two words. Shruti, Mahima. Guys, very simple. MT200 series is bank to bank transfer. So it may not have the no information about the actual originator and the beneficiary. Correct? In MT103, what happening? It is having person to bank transfer. In that case, it is there. But bank to bank transfer, MT200 is bank to bank transfer. That's why it is not carrying the information of person who is sending the payment and person who is receiving the payment. That's it. Simple. There is no actual originator and beneficiary. Means आपका दोनों का नाम नहीं होगा, but आपके दोनों का बैंक का नाम होगा in MT200 series. Okay, that's why I ask you. In the underlying MT103 payment message, instead it is presumed that the sending bank is the originator. See, bank is originator and the receiving bank is a beneficiary. Means they are considering that not you and Mahima and Shruti. They are considering that only the receiver bank, HDFC and Citibank, are the originator and the beneficiary of the bank. Okay, same thing is clear. Clear, right? The absence of underlying transaction detail led to a concern about money. Okay. The absence of underlying transaction detail led to heightened concern about money laundering and sanction violation. Due to lack of transaction details, intermediary banks that were moving money across the banking networks could not perform anti-money laundering monitoring, sanction screening, or other risk-based analysis to comply with the specific banking laws. The absence of underlying transaction details, the absence due to see, I just told you right, we don't have name of the beneficiary and creditor. Okay, so what is there? Absence of beneficiary and creditor means Shruti and Mahima's name is not there, only their bank name is there. Okay, so heightened concern about money laundering and sanction violation. So it may happen that concern about money laundering and sanction. Who is sending money? We don't know. Due to lack of transaction details, because it is not having details of sender and receiver beneficiary, so it is called lack of transaction. The intermediary banks that were moving the money, so the bank of your HDFC and Citibank which actually moving the money, and they don't have details of beneficiary and creditor who's sending the payment, which is money across the banking network. Intermediary banks that were running across the banking networks could not perform anti-money laundering monitoring. Understood now why this is required? This is also a question to you, my man Shruti. Why MT202 cover is very important message while in terrorism, while preventing a terrorism? Cover message quickly without looking at the screen now. I just explain you. Anyone? गलत भी चलेगा. Wrong also fine. I will correct it correctly. Detail of beneficiary and creditor not there in MT202. Yes, correct. Not there. That's why we are not aware that who is the source of money and where it is getting credited. That's why, and we cannot monitor the anti-money laundering case in that case. So sanction screening or other risk analysis to comply with special banking laws. Okay, simple here. So this is one of the reason why we introducing MT202 core. An originator bank could use the cover method. An originating bank could use the cover method, meaning MT202 and MT103, to deliberately hide the truly. An originator bank could use the cover method, meaning MT202 and MT103, is deliberately hide the true originator and beneficiary of the transfer from the intermediary bank. This was particular concern of the US intermediary bank processing payment for originating and beneficiary bank that were initially evacuated OPEC sanction. Time being, time being. This is very confusing sentence. कहा गया properties? Because it is saying that originating bank cover method, meaning it deliberately hide, means in that payment they are deliberately hiding the true originator and true beneficiary. Okay, it is purposely they are hiding. So that's why some changes has been done in below message. In US, though it is MT103 and 202. Okay, so in response of this concern, in 2009, this is a concern and this is a solution. In response to this concern, in 2009, Swift created a new payment message designed specifically for cover payments. MT202 cover, this message type include all the data information from the underlying MT103, hereby giving intermediary banks full access to all the payment information. Got it? It is only MT202 here, And now to give solution of this, MT202 is involved here. This is one more thing which is in yesterday discussion we were missing. Why we need detailed MT103 message, okay, for preventing from anti money laundering and sanctions countries. That's why. Now cover payment illustration. Okay, one example is given here. Yesterday we already discussed so many examples. One of the same example here that typically cover payment scenario, Mitsubishi UFJ customer. This is originator payment. Can you see the man is sending here, right? And his bank is Mitsubishi UFJ Japan Bank. He sent cover method 202 cover to Wells Fargo. Mitsubishi UFJ customer is sending wire transfer to beneficiary in Bosnia whose account is in Assa Bank. Okay, he sent payment to Assa Bank. Mitsubishi want to send payment to Assa Bank. Okay, but it has to route through so many banks. So how what is saying that Mitsubishi and Assa Bank do not have a correspondent relationship. So Mitsubishi sent MT103 message to beneficiary in a local currency. So this is MT103 had been sent to Assa Bank in local currency. Okay, announcement we call, which is a Bosnian mark BAM. Okay, currency name is BAM, Bosnian Bank BAM. However, Assa Bank replies that it wishes to reimburse the payment in equivalent US dollars. So they want the payment in equivalent US dollar. So Mitsubishi correspondent is Wells Fargo and Assa Bank's JP Morgan Chase. A series of MT202 core messages has been sent between Mitsubishi and Wells Fargo. So JP Morgan Chase and Assa Bank to complete the settlement of payment Assa Bank in US dollar. Very simple. Mitsubishi Bank originator payment sent MT103 in BAM countries, BAM. Okay, but they want a payment should have routed. They want payment in dollars, should have settled in dollars. So what our pictures come in here? Announcement had been sent MT103 having all details of beneficiary and customer, and originator MT202 cover which is having relationship with Wells Fargo, and AXA Bank in Bosnia has relationship with JP Morgan US. So they do settlement in their local currency US. So that's why this Wells Fargo and JP Morgan is a correspondent here. Same thing has mentioned here, and same thing we have discussed yesterday as well. Remember, right? Okay, same thing is explained here only, but in a series, in the same method. Instead of curvature method, same method. 202 curves means saying from Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, AXA Bank. Currently MT Masuti and MT is used to effect customer credit transfer, and MT2Z is a financial transfer. This is very already sent, we have discussed so many times. Transaction MT next party. Okay, to speed up the payment process, customer credit transfer, in some cases additional cover payment message MT2 is sent to intermediary bank. No, already we have discussed is this credit transfer. MT103 MT10 can be sent directly to the next party in the transaction. We send MT103, they say they increase the time until the payment arrives. MT but does not contain field originator, not required. After 9/11, this is a good sentence. Remember, right? 9/11 is the attack on US Twin Towers. There is a concern that some institutions were deliberately altering or omitting details from the payment message in order to avoid detection. The suspicious was occasionally being done at the request of individual customer or corporation. Okay, this is the concern they are saying after 9/11. The use of a cover payment where the details of the beneficiary and originator were not usually present represented a significant risk, particularly in situation where the underlying payment message MT103 went directly to the beneficiary bank, often without passing through the same judicial or filtering procedure 202. This is not for your understanding this sentence. Okay, leave it. With the increasing concern about the transparency of the global payment system desired 202. To allow easy tracking, a new variant of Swift message type 202 cover was introduced 21st November this year, means that year, containing mandatory information transformation. So this is just for saying that why we are using MT202 cover. Okay, And the rules of MT202 cover all parties in financial should be a bank. Yesterday we have discussed, must be a customer credit transfer. Okay, already we have discussed this thing. A 202 cover must be forwarded beneficiary and institution. Again the same thing we have discussed. Usage of MT202 cover should be only with the conjunction with MT103, MT103 plus, that we already know these things. Okay, and rest of the thing is not important from the learning point of view now. Okay, the late payment, because this is me, it's in detail structure. I have written these things for now. Maybe tomorrow, maybe when you understand 202 cover nicely, and if you having working on a project, that time it may help you the clearing interfaces, the payment processing engine. Okay, not now. It's very bombarding for you to understand the basic. If you understand the basic thing now, it's good. Okay. Now, investigation system, banks that have been automatically in place to process common payment methods without manual input need to extend the logic MT20 to cover this. These post settlement event are typically beneficiary claim fund, return of funds, conversion. This is not required. Okay, fine. So whatever yesterday's thing, well, money laundering was not covered yesterday, so I have covered it today. Okay, that was my ultimate aim to cover today. And today we are starting with one more thing, new messaging system, which is called MT9 series. Okay, yeah, MT9 series. So what is the name, why the name MT9 series, that we are going to discuss. So MT9 category 9 message system is basically cash management system and customer status for standard. Okay, so if I say you where did this message come into picture, so this message come into the picture here. Whenever you are sending a payment and bank is receiving payment, you are receiving payment, the owner should be reported in the form of MT940 messages. Okay, that's the one thing. And here also, when your bank is receiver payment from sender to receiver, you sender receiver a message called 940 message or 940 customer credit transfer or customer debit transfer, depending on 940 is customer debit. So this message come into picture here, kind of. Here also you can see at the last 950 message when receiver from correspondent to beneficiary. Okay, this is just the intimation. Okay, credit transfer and debit transfer, how much is transferred, what exactly is beneficiary, what is its functionality, we are going to see in a minute. Category 9 consists of 5 messages of exchange between financial institutions, either behalf of themselves or the institution. Balance reporting message, which provide both cash management and Nosto reconciliation information balance transaction. Okay, whatever payment has done, that is remain in the Nostro account, right? So if it is used for reconciliation also. Reconciliation means how many payments are gone, how many debits and credit happened. That has to match. Netting message sent between financial institution netting system. Okay, netting also we have saw. Status message, to know the status payment had received or not, how much payment is received, that message has been seen in status as well. Now we'll start with first message, which is MT900. This message type is sent by the account servicing institution to the account owner. Okay, account servicing institution means this message MT900 is sent by the account service, means your bank to the owner. Bank to the means from the bank to the Shruti, to the Mahima, like that. Sent by account servicing institution to a party authorized by the account owner. Sent by the concentrating. Okay, give me a minute. Pranay, जाओ. Okay, it is used to notify the account owner of an entry which has been debited to its account. Okay, and this is a particular statement. It is used to notify the account owner of an entry which has been debited to its account. The entry will be further confirmed by the statement. So that is 940. Statement is 940. and this is status message. 900 is a status message. 900 and 910. 900 is confirmation of credit. What is MT900? Confirmation of debit. Okay, MT900 confirmation of debit. Confirmation of debit means how many money has been debited. That is MT900 from the account, and there is another message called MT910, that is confirmation of credit. We'll see that later. But did you understand the highlight idea of this? What is this message MT900? Okay, sender by account servicing institution to the account owner, which we discussed. Sent by, okay, it is used to notify the account owner of an entry which has been debited to its account. Correct. Just now we saw the entry will be further confirmed by the statement 940, which we'll see. Now, what are the important taglines of this MT900? Mandatory is transaction reference number, related reference number, 25A, account identification. Okay, this is a new word. 25A is introduced here. Account identification. What is account identification? See, confirmation of debit, confirmation of credit, MT900. Account identification is 35 letters. Account identifier code. The field identify the account owner. Okay, optional identifier code account owner, and must be big. Okay, identifier code must be a register big, means this is big and this is account number. Okay, in that thing, and account. Okay, so in 25A we should have big, and with big account identifier. Can you see it here? Account mention, account number is mentioned, big is not mentioned here. So if it is blank, big is only account number is mentioned here. Okay, so account identification. Then 13D is a new field here, date and time. 32A already we know, date, currency, code, amount. Ordering institution means 52A bank, which is sending bank, and sender to receive information. This only thing has been mentioned in any MT900 message. Okay, so this message has given information about the how much is debited from your account. Confirmation. What is the confirmation of debit or not? Now one example is given in on January thing. Credit Suisse Chase Bank of New York paid US dollar to Berlin under reference of this big. Chase sends the following information to Credit Suisse. From this bank, MT900 message is sent to receiver, and the format is like that. Chase message type is 900 from this bank, and 20 reference, 21 is related reference. Account number is this one. Okay, of that, and validated currency is this. Clear? A very simple message. It will not give any confirmation, settlement, reconciliation. It just mentioned that how much thing is debited from your account. Just that information is passed. Okay, that is MT900 series. Agree? Okay. Now there is one more message instead of going to 910 message. There is a simple message. Normally it is been avoided. Nobody uses it, but still I want to tell you. It's called free format message. Means you can put any text here. Free format message used for communication between bank when there is no other standardized message form available. अगर कोई भी प्रॉपर इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं रहा तो सिंपल टेक्स्ट यू कैन पुट इट एंड सेंड इट. It can be used for various purposes such as inquiry, additional information, transaction requests. Okay, general information, transaction inquiries, like that. So how it is look like first block and second block remain same, and it mentioned 199, and inside the SC very simple mention 20 is reference field, and in 79 code is a new code for us. Please provide the status of the payment received reference, okay, of this code. Understand? It's very simple, written very nicely and very simple. Got it? There is no proper information if it's not available, we can write it. MT199 indicate that there is a flow message, transaction reference number, unique identifier, communication, and 79 is a new field now. The main content of the message where the sender can include any information or request. In example, sender, okay, in real world, bank A has sent bank B, but bank B hasn't received the confirmation to inquiry about the status of a payment. Bank A sends an MT19 message to Bank B asking for an update of my payment. Okay, it's like that you're calling your friend that you have sent Google Pay, but I haven't received it. So what you do? You call it, right? So instead of calling, they are sending MT199. So what happened to my payment? It's MT19 free format message. This information communication allows Bank A to follow up with structure of the message. Are you good with this now? Very simple message they have taken today. MT199. Okay. Are you good? Okay. Now already we have discussed confirmation of debit, that is MT9 series. Why we need is for account reconciliation. Whatever the amount we have debited on our account, it is same or not. Other bank will send to us MT900. From our bank we are sending MT103, and other bank will send confirmation of MT900, and content of the that messages remain is like this: reference number, date and time, and 61, that this amount has been we received, like that. Okay, in field 61A, 61, account reconciliation and payment confirmation. In real world, after payment of 10,000 is made from a company account to a supplier, the bank sends MT900 message to confirm that the fund has been successfully debited. Bank is sending MT, the bank successfully debited. So bank is sending this code, see 10,000 is successfully debited from this transfer. Help, this confirmation helps the company reconcile his account, ensuring that transaction has correctly occurred. So this bank this bank has sent payment to this bank. Okay, this bank has sent payment to this bank. So this bank is sending confirmation to him that we have received your 10,000 rupees, $10,000. That's it. That is the meaning of confirmation of debit. Okay, and in another word, confirmation of credit means now we are looking at the buyer side. We are on the creditor side, where we are looking at the debitor side, but now we have to look at the beneficiary side. So now this is a new message which is customer confirmation of credit. The empty 91 messages is used to confirm that the credit has been made to his account. It provides details of a transaction including the amount credited, the account credited, the date, transactions. Okay, means it will say how much account is credited or not. That will give a credit transfer, which is called MT910 confirmation of credit here. Okay, for account reconciliation, when bank needs to notify another bank, again same thing. When bank needs to notify another bank customer that fund has been credited to account, and payment confirmation to confirm that a payment instruction has been received and funds have been credited accordingly. Again same thing, to confirm that the payment instruction has been received and funds have been credited or not. Now here message type MT910 indicates that this is a confirmation of credit message. Confirmation of credit message. When I say confirmation of credit message, this is 940, yeah, don't confuse. Here Okay, can you see now here properly? MT910 means in MT910 beneficiary institution receiver will confirm that the whatever money has correspondence has been sent, it is properly received or not. So that is called MT9110, confirmation of credit on the beneficiary side. And in below MT202 it may be MT900 message. It is not mentioned in the diagram, but it is the same concept here. So that is your MT9110 message. Now 940 and 950 is remaining. Okay, so what I will do, 940 and 950 also not a difference. It is only a statement and account report. That's it. Not a big deal, but their process is almost same. But I want to take you to the customer statement message. Okay, so wherever we are in the 910 message. So 910 message is a customer credit message, right? So also we saw with the example that this only give confirmation that whatever amount is credited to the bank, giving that report, it is empty. So confirmation of debit is empty handed, confirmation of credit 910 message. Got it? Got it, both of you? A company in the Germany receive payment from a customer in the United States. Company in a Germany receive because this is a company in Germany, for example, and this is received from the customer whether the $10,000 had been received or not. Message confirm has been credited in company's account, providing details of the amount has credited or not, transaction date. This is a real world example of that. Okay, so both messages are very simple, 910 and 900 message. Now I would like to show you in a bigger picture in PAX message how it is look like. Okay, so see this MT202 we are sending in every stage. Bank A is the originator bank, bank B is a sending FI means first chain, receiver correspondence bank C, and beneficiary. Originator person and bank beneficiary both are the banks. See, can you see in every stage MT900 message been sent from the previous bank to the next bank to the previous bank? Can you see it here? So that is confirmation of debit they are sending, and this message is sent by bank B to person A, bank C to bank B, bank D to bank C. So it can be sent a multiple time. Got it? That's why this bigger example I have shown you. Got it? Yes or no? Are bhai? Okay. Yeah, and here also you can see MT9 message when you say payment reporting. At that time reporting MT900 message from bank D to the creditor means the last person is last bank which payment, and to beneficiary it is saying MT9XX means it can be said 910, 940 or 950. Okay, 940, 950 we haven't seen yet, but yeah, 900 we know, right? We just saw from the previous bank, from the next bank to the previous bank, next bank to the previous bank, next bank to the previous bank. That empty and your payment has been received. Simple, right? Okay, I want to show you now 910 also. See here, MT900 been sent here, here as well in MT202 code. Can you see it here, MT900? Okay, that is confirmation of debit. And here MT9XX means whether customer want a debit confirmation statement or credit confirmation statement, 940 and 950 depend on that. That can be given. That I want to show you 910. 910, where is 910? already we have saw, but still I want to show you if in can see anywhere in 910 message. Anyway, it's not here in this diagram, but we already saw what is 910 and 910. Okay, so this we saw. Now next is customer statement message. So now you understand where we can see 940 and 950 at the end. When you are receiving your beneficiary's bank receive the payment from your beneficiary bank to the beneficiary, this message has been sent is called 940 or 950, and this statement message MT 940 message is used to provide the detailed statement of the transaction of an account. All the transactions of the account, it includes all the debit and credit that have occurred over a specific period. Okay, got it? Very simple language. Detailed statement for a specific period. So MT daily account statement. A bank used MT 940 to send a customer daily summary of the account. Okay, a daily summary of the account. Account reconciliation means corporate customer often use 940 message for reconciling their bank account with their internal record. So it can send a daily summary report 940 account statement for a particular period. Simple, like your HDFC bank is sending you a monthly statement, right? But here instead of monthly, it is sending a daily. That's it, simple. Because you are the end user, your bank is sending you the statement. It's the same concept here. 940 message. See, I inbound 940 message. Okay. MT 940 indicate that customer is statement message. Reference number 25 is account for which statement being provided. This account, bank account for the statement account. Statement number 28C, the sequence of the statement. What is the sequence of the statement? What is 60F is a new field for us. The opening balance of the account at the start of the statement period. Like we can see in our statement is the opening balance, and this might be the 61 is the closing balance. No, 61 the closing balance is this one maybe. 86 60 is the balance of the account. Correct. This is closing balance 62F, and addition information and transaction details 61. All the transactions which happen to the bank, it is in 61 by the backslash here. Got it? It's a statement now. Understood? Very simple to understand. It is 940 is a statement message, right? Any query here on this message? Simple, right? Simple to understand. That's why it is shown here as well. This is 940 message, which is getting a statement message. Okay, great. 940 we have saw. Now only we have, I haven't taken details of 950 message, but it must be simple as well. Just see what is the definition of 950 message. Again, it is going to be the message type is sent by the account service institution to account owner. It is used to transmit detailed information about the all entries, whether it was caused by swift message or booked account. Okay. The only difference is that in 940, we just saw in 940 a detailed statement for the particular day transaction. Okay. And in 950, this message is type send account service institution. It is used to transmit detailed information about all entries, whether caused or not by the SWIFT statement. It is having a detailed information, more detail. This message is sent by the account service institution to the financial institution. This message type is sent by the account servicing institution to the financial institution, concentrating institution, which is authorized by the account owner to receive it. It is used to transmit detailed information about the all entries booked to account. It is entries booked to account, and it is entering about all entries. Whatever entries will be, that can be sent in 950 message. That is simple difference. All the fields remain same, but I am not satisfied with this answer now. I want to see in detail what is account statement sent by a bank to a customer. 950 account bank to customer. We are okay. This is also account statement. Bank to the that also account statement. So it's easy to understand content of Swift message statement. An account statement contain an opening balance, debit and credit balance. Generally, the opening balance is closing balance of previous company. Carries account statement information about a specific format. 940. I am not satisfied with this answer also. So if I say what is the difference between MT940 generated for account with its primary statement as a detail and account with its primary statement as a detail. In 950 it generated for account with its primary statement as a summary. Okay, there is a summary of payment and this is the detail of the payment, particular payment throughout the payment, and it's particular one payment in 940 particular for the one payment and 950 for the detailed statement of the payment per month or year, like that. Okay, that is the difference here. And how you have to see it here, it should be here only, here only instead of 940. Can you see 950 here in the last? It can be a 950 message. Okay, so this is 940, 950, 900 and 900 message that we have discussed today. I would like to take a pause here and would like to know your reply or your feedback now. What exactly we have learned today, we understood or not, and whatever you want to discuss.